see the pair that got hauled into tyres?
Aye.
I got your note. You think something?
So you can read. I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled. Didn't like him. You not been working it.
No harder than... Is that it, boy?
What was it you said he was?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Then maybe this all has something to do with...
I suppose things have been differences. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything.
Seems the hideaway has lost its appetite.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
Lawsman.
He isn't ill.
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
I rather think she might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frost wolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frost wolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substance,
I don't recall ever...
and little one, the last,
Even so,
good hunting.
Sid,
I can certainly try.
it's not. I brought my fridge. Of course.
Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place. I doubt we'll find one bigger than that. You hungry, Torgal? Now, will it be enough, I wonder? So that answers my question, which means we owe the laws. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite. After it. Stay down.
lagi. Nagdadaga itong surat ko pali. Sama lagi. Ada yang mana sekarang pakai? Ini pencet terus.
So, Molly's leftovers weren't good enough, eh? That'll teach me for treating you like... All right, now we know what you're after. I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one.
You can, aye. In return, you can thank
I
Tom.
was just on my way to...
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
Ah, were you able...
We were indeed, Lawsman. You point...
Very good.
Lady Karen sends her thanks, by the way.
Do you recall our conversation concerning Lady...
About how she somehow...
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. The Fenrir of legend served Shiva and she, and while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to the...
What do you suggest?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icons. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has, in short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say, and that number has only grown as the realm. One can but speculate as to how all...
He has seemed more...
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fought...
Badut. Ini badut. Oh, tidak. Ini sampah. Badut, badut. Badut. Oh, badut.
I brought my foot.
Perhaps a visit from...
I don't like to imagine that they were in the atrium.
Did you see that? Tell me you saw that.
What do you reckon we should do?
Yung IP lah. Seperti biasa. Kalinya aku mau main biasa.
Sid!
Jangan lagi.
Out of your studies, I see. And what is that? It's not a set of scales, is it?
No. Of course it isn't.
Well, not anymore, it's not.
Oh,
And just how long hasn't it been one?
but we didn't break them. We just...
Just like Miss Mididol showed.
Miss Mididol. And why would she have you dismembering her?
Because that's the only way to become...
Miss Mididol said, the best way to see how something works is to take it apart and put it back together again.
Well, then your work is already half done. Carry on.
About that.
The taking apart was easy enough, but...
Speak for yourself. The heavy...
You three need to learn to take So let's have a look at these all right. Every piece has, if even, you already know one of the... This tiny piece is what...
I have. Miss Minidol's.
She puts them in all her inventions.
That's right. They're very useful when you want to make...
I remember the arm moved when I tried weighing an apple.
Not my fault. You should.
You know what part's supposed to? Let's put the...
Not a bad idea. This is called the arm.
You're right. It looks more like a...
You've ridden in Chocobo before, haven't you, Sid?
I'll think about it.
Hold things. So wait,
Good thinking. These round parts are called the pans. You all know what a...
I do. But these aren't for frying bangers, you idiot. They're for weighing... But what if I wanted to weigh goots?
What are the chains for?
Well spotted. Which means... So, now that we've...
I think we've got...
Then here's what we'll do. You tell me...
Well, obviously you need to start with the body. All the...
And the arms go on the body. Just and then...
Very good.
Yes! We did it!
Well,
Oh, I just put the pieces together. It was...
That's right. We're Miss...
Her hair...
Yeah. Hairs for the future. She's showing us her secrets now, so we...
what do you think, Sid?
With a little more help from Miss...
You hear?
Until...
Hey, look.
You don't think Sid forgot about it? Didn't happen to forget anything, did you, Sid? Didn't happen to forget anything, did you, Sid?
I was thinking I might pen a novel of my own to tell the story of my life.
There's a storm coming, Sid. Will there be thunder?
Well, did...
It was as you thought. They dismantled them to see how they work.
Oh, no.
Thankfully, she won't. Although I was the one who ended up teaching the lesson.
I'm so sorry. I shall see that...
Please, there's no need. She'd have them following her.
I see. Sid, do you know...
She told me it was because her studies have been interrupted by events in camp.
No, it isn't. The university offered to anyone else it would be an opportunity, but to Mid. But that should come as no surprise. She's only...
Which explain. She's working to give them a better life.
You've given...
Fate seemed bent on driving me from my inn. But if they want me out...
My lord Marquis, it is. I am Sebastian.
Of course.
Yes, man.
And what was so sensitive?
1,000 apologies, my lord.
It's all right.
I am here at Marth, tasked with learning what I am, and what I have learned is grim. The subsequent darkening of the heavens is only the gears of governance of the realm. Your lord uncle, however...
That sounds...
It is. Hence,
Alas.
I have lost... They are both able-bodied and trained in the sword.
So you want me? I'll need to know what...
One I sent to...
That doesn't exactly narrow it down.
Thank...
It's not going to be easy finding one man in an entire republic. Let's hope someone here's seen something.
Mummy, are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town guard. Under a strapping bunch. Perhaps. Anything I can interest you in? Thank you for your custom.
Someone's got himself in trouble.
I don't see your master here, so you can start by giving us all the coppers in your purse.
I'll deal with it.
Thank you, that one's. If you'd kindly pay the court.
Or you can go back to your garrison and I...
Oh, he hasn't had many visitors.
I'd expect as much from Hugo's faithful, but...
Much has changed in the...
You've seen this kind of thing?
Many times.
You're one of Rutherford. You sent me...
Well, then you have my thanks. I arrived in Dalimil several days ago, but his men confiscated...
The captain is no more.
Fortunately, I was able to bribe my way free. Only to...
What of the fists? Surely they wouldn't allow such law...
I would imagine they are unaware of it. Most of the army, those who weren't recalled, now rule the fringes unchecked.
Then it's worse than him. You should return to Rosaria.
You won't mind.
Not at all. Now, if he was bound for Oriflamme... There's a lot of road between here and the capital. here?
If they've already...
I'm not.
Then you've found... I'm Alistair Rockford, attendant to the Lady Ariane...
Of the 7 high houses, it's been... Is she well?
My Lord Marquis? I was on my way back from the old capital.
Bandits.
They looked more like it didn't matter in the end. I did...
Which way did they...
South.
All right. Founder knows I've met enough of their... You head back to Northreach. Visit the...
Thank you.
They just couldn't resist, could they?
This one's ours, pretty boy.
Make for the town while you can. Then maybe...
You don't need to tell me twice.
This looks to be all of them.
I thought I told you to make...
And stand by, as ill might befall thee.
It's just Clyde, which is more than can be said for you.
I will survive.
Strange that the garrison wouldn't intervene in such a brazen attack.
The garrison have their hands full inside the city. There are few hands left to work the fields, and even few... The market stalls are nearly bare, and the price for what remains is exorbitant. It's not... When I said the ones who attacked me didn't have the look of bandits...
Rockford, if you are to continue your investment, you first need to seek the...
I shall return to North, but allow me to thank you first.
Don't thank me.
I suppose he'll be wondering why. I shall send him a...
My uncle certainly has his work cut out for him. I should go and tell Rutherford that his colleagues are still in one piece. I see you're still here.
The Rest's location affords a constant flow of trade. Speaking of which, I received word from...
I only happen to be in the right place. They both seem to think the realm's prosper.
I am afraid that Grim Storm is in crisis, and we must...
As it is mine.
Mindless though they are, an Akashic horde large enough to besiege the free cities is not to be trifled with. We must proceed with caution.
Did you see the pair that got hauled into tires?
Hopefully it's nothing. Blackthorn.
Not really.
This won't. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on. And you might still have Sherry.
Still, and that was so mad. You could say,
If you knew how to, we could arm the curse break.
That's.
I'll see what I can. Sharp a sword, and we can't have it.
Sure as luck.
Thank you. Let's see what. You're looking well.
What do you want?
I want to know about the sword you showed Black.
Running around after him again, are you?
I suppose I am, yes. But I need to help him find out how to work an edge like that. It's driving him to distraction.
Little wonder, I suppose. There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections. Which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think that's fine? Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmekian bloke. And he's got more. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil.
Thank you, Cap.
Oh.
I appreciate. People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
Lubo did well to...
Welcome. If you're hoping for a bed, I'm afraid you'll have to look elsewhere. One of our wealthy patrons has purchased...
My reputation will be ruined.
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac.
Pardon the...
Out! I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be...
Please, his lordship is going through a difficult time.
Adim! Get...
Very good. Would you mind?
I'm sorry if I've caused you...
That? No. That he has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves...
I don't suppose a certain blade was among the stock. A single-edged sword.
Ah.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage.
You have but to state it.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse.
I don't suppose you saw what the thieves...
I did not, no. those every ill-gotten coin in...
And that's where
I shall speak to...
That will be very...
Farewell.
Come on. Run like the wind.
Got company! Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
This must be Ignac's. Nothing seems... All right.
I hear I have you to... What shall I call you?
Wyvern.
For me? Well, Wyvern? Redeem here tells me you wish...
A few moments of your time.
You're a... Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him.
Oh, Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that. It was made in the Alps and is used exclusively by the practitioner, they believe. No cost. Each sword is made for that one preserve.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Why, they use a whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. But it is the final stone which lends a mineral quite... And that, Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly... Take this, the very stone of which I spoke, and a fire.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship.
I am locked in bitter. I am one step ahead of the
And there are many other...
Too many to count, but only one, and is a farewell, wyvern, may our part redeem!
I think his lordship is rather taken with you. Coming, my lord.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what... Sorry for the wait, but hopefully you'll agree.
You learned something about us.
I did better. Yes.
No wonder I couldn't get us one hit, and it won't be so bad if all you ever fought. Good luck on the battlefield.
Even so, is there...
I think so, yeah. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly. And that was... no point trying to copy that. But finishing our blades with a whetstone this fine. And what's finer than fallen mace? Just imagine it. Good, I won't make a copy, nah.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be just...
I'll be working day... Hey, I owe you one. August 2.
You'll be happy to hear.
And I'll see that my debt to you's part. You come and fight.
Right.
What do I owe the honor? What do you want? Not bad, if I do say so myself. And?
What am I gonna...
Is everything you see?
I think...
It's all right.
Folk are saying she's been selling to bandits and cutthroats, and she'd never wanted her ask. She'd never...
Don't worry. Of course. Lady Karen,
Not nearly as...
you're
What? No, what?
just... all I know is that someone in Dalamil...
And what? You believe it? You think I'm profiting off the blood of... Look, but that...
You're right, Lady Karen. It was wrong of me to doubt.
No.
Of course. I spoke that the rumors were unfounded, along with some other things. That while it sounds like she may have done things she regrets...
I knew Nan wasn't caught up. But why would people say she was...
No, but people do things for all sorts...
Well, that trader, he said the... So that's where I'm going.
Are you sure that's wise?
Oh, but that's...
The bandits may be no more, but look what they've left us with.
It shouldn't be too hard to find goods.
Are the bad men going to come back?
The gentlemen of the town guard are a strange lot. Perhaps. But the gentlemen of the League of Merchants.
Could be I know something more.
I found someone.
Have you?
Go on.
Or it's... Says the more swords and spears she puts in people's hands, the more war they'll wage. And the more war being waged, the more call for swords and spears. And who will they all turn to keep them in steel? Why, the good Reaper herself.
And you've seen this Reaper at work?
Aye, it just so happens I have. You'll find her right here plying her trade most days.
Here in Dalamil? Where exactly?
She has a stall here in the market, but if you're not the patient type, you can probably let it be now.
Sorry.
You don't think...
Not unless she's discovered the secret of how to be in two places at once.
Eh? What do you mean?
Lady, and I'll... You